You're wiring $50 million to an account that technically doesn't exist. The transaction moves through 3 countries in seconds. No name attached, no clear owner, no questions asked. Your screen shows confirmation, clean, invisible, finished. Then your supervisor leans in close. Forget you ever saw that. And that's when it hits you. If the money doesn't exist, who actually controls it? Level 1, the compliance clerk. You sit in a quiet office. Nothing looks unusual, just forms, signatures, routine checks. You process company registrations all day, names you've never heard, businesses with no employees. Many are based in places like the Cayman Islands or the British Virgin Islands. Real jurisdictions, real laws, but minimal disclosure required. Thousands of companies exist only on paper. No offices, no products, no real activity. They're called shell companies, and you approve them without hesitation. At first, it feels normal, just paperwork. But then patterns start showing up. The same directors appear across dozens of companies. Same addresses, same signatures, different names, same structure. You ask a question once. Your manager just smiles. Standard practice. You stop asking. But something doesn't sit right anymore. Something feels off, but no one asks questions here. Level 2, the account handler. Now you manage accounts directly. Not companies, not documents, money. But the names don't match reality. Some accounts don't even have names, just numbers, codes, internal identifiers. These are numbered accounts, designed to separate identity from ownership. The listed owner is often a nominee, a stand-in, a legal placeholder. You know they don't control the money, they're just a layer. Behind them, more layers, law firms, trusts, other companies. You follow the chain once, it leads nowhere. Every path ends in another wall. You realize something slowly. You're not managing people's money, you're protecting their anonymity. Every account is a mask, and behind every mask, someone powerful is hiding. You're not managing money, you're hiding it. Level 3, the transfer specialist. Now things move faster. You don't just hold money anymore, you move it. Large transfers come in daily, millions at a time, sometimes more. But you never send it directly. You split it, break it into smaller pieces, route it through different countries, different currencies, different systems. This process is called layering, a known financial technique, used legally in some contexts, used to obscure origin in others. Funds pass through 5, 10, 15 accounts. Each step adds distance. Each step removes clarity. You execute transfers in minutes. Speed is everything. No delays, no flags, no attention. Once it's done, it's nearly impossible to trace publicly. You start feeling something new, control. Money flows because you allow it. But there's pressure now. Mistakes aren't tolerated. You're told one rule: don't slow it down. The faster it moves, the harder it is to trace. Level 5, the legal architect. Now you build the system itself. Not accounts, not transfers, structures. You work with trusts, foundations, legal frameworks. These are real, legitimate financial tools, used worldwide. A trust separates ownership from control. A foundation can hold assets without a clear owner. You combine them carefully. A company owned by a trust, controlled by a foundation, managed by nominees. On paper, no single person owns anything. Legally sound, fully documented, but incredibly opaque. Clients don't ask questions, they just want protection. From taxes, from lawsuits, from exposure, and you give it to them. Everything you build is legal. That's the unsettling part. Nothing you do breaks the law directly, but everything avoids responsibility. You stop thinking about right or wrong. You think about efficiency, about structure, about precision. It's not illegal, it's engineered. Level 5, the offshore fixer. Now you don't build systems, you protect them. Problems come to you. A transaction flagged, a regulator asking questions, a bank requesting clarification. You step in quietly. You coordinate with lawyers, with compliance teams, with intermediaries. You don't lie. You redirect. You provide just enough information, never the full picture. Issues disappear. Flags get cleared. Questions get delayed, sometimes dropped entirely. You start influencing outcomes, not directly, but strategically. You know who to call, what to say, what not to say. You realize something dangerous. Systems don't fail on their own. People make them fail, and people can be managed. You're no longer reacting, you're controlling the flow behind the scenes. When problems appear, you make them disappear. Level 6, the gatekeeper. Now access goes through you. Not everyone gets in. Private banks operate differently at this level. They serve ultra-high net worth individuals only. Confidentiality is everything. You review potential clients, their wealth, their background, their risks. But it's not just about money, it's about trust. One wrong client could expose everything. You decline someone once, a powerful figure. You feel the tension instantly. Your decision carries weight now. You're protecting the system itself. You choose who gets protection, who stays exposed, and you understand something clearly. This isn't just finance anymore. It's power access. Access isn't about money. It's about trust. Level 7, the shadow advisor. Now you sit with clients directly, not clerks, not intermediaries, the real owners. They don't talk like normal clients. They think long-term, generations ahead. You advise them on structuring wealth globally, across jurisdictions, across legal systems. You help them protect assets from taxes, from lawsuits, from instability. Everything is strategic. Nothing is accidental. You start seeing the bigger picture. This isn't random. The system is designed this way. Legal frameworks exist, but also loopholes, and those who understand them win. You feel detached now, less emotional, more analytical. You stop questioning fairness because you see the truth. The system isn't broken, it's built this way. Level 8, the invisible controller. Now you oversee everything. Multiple jurisdictions, dozens of structures, billions in motion. You don't see individual transactions anymore. You see networks, interconnected systems spanning the globe. Ownership becomes almost impossible to trace publicly. Each layer protects the one beneath it. Governments try to regulate, but coordination across countries is complex, slow, inconsistent. You operate in that gap, that space between systems. You realize something final. Real power isn't holding money. It's making it invisible, untouchable, unreachable. You feel cold now, not emotional, not conflicted, just aware. Power isn't money, it's invisibility. Level 9, the exit risk. Then something changes. News breaks, a massive leak, documents exposed, offshore networks revealed globally. Similar events have happened before, like the Panama Papers. Journalists uncover hidden systems, public pressure rises, governments respond slowly. You feel it immediately. More questions, more scrutiny. Clients become nervous. Some want out, some want deeper protection. You start thinking differently. For the first time, you consider leaving. But leaving isn't simple. You know too much. Staying protects you. Leaving exposes you. Speaking out could change everything or destroy your life completely. You hesitate, and in that moment, you understand the final truth. The system protects you until it doesn't. Level 10. You're wiring $50 million again. Same screen, same silence, same process. The account doesn't exist. The owner isn't visible. The transaction completes instantly. You lean back. For a second,
You pause. Then you clear the screen. Open a new file. A new company registration request appears. Different name, same structure. Somewhere, someone just entered the system, just like you did. You approve the form. No questions asked. And just like that, the money disappears again.